Hi, welcome back. This is part 2 of my journey with being diagnosed with MS. I was in the hospital for 4 days. They expected me to be in there for quite a bit. But the prednisone was incredible, and I have a very strong drive to get better and do things because, with work and being a parent, I'm very busy. And I have a lot of stuff to do, and I don't have time to be staying in a hospital. In fact, my neurologist would come into my hospital room and see me working, and he would just roll his eyes and laugh. And he's like, "You're supposed to be on vacation. You're supposed to relax." No, I have an event on the 12th. This is the 1st. I have to get working. So anyways, but that's just kind of me. I was in the hospital for 4 days. I did 5 days of 1,000 milligrams of prednisone. And yeah, it gave me energy, but it also caused insomnia. I already have that at times, but now it's worse with the MS and the prednisone. So that took some getting used to, and prednisone does things to my personality that I don't wish on anyone. It was absolute hell for my mom and my daughter. And I would snap and I'd have to say, "I'm sorry, it's not me. It's the prednisone. I swear it's not me." And we got through it. It was hell. It took quite a few days after that for the prednisone to wear out, but just promise me when I say that I was a horrible, ugly personality during that. The snapping, the rage, it was crazy. So I hope I don't have to do that again anytime soon. I had to see a physiotherapist for a few weeks. My friend was getting married at the end of September, and this was at the 1st of September actually, until the 4th when I was in the hospital and then released. My biggest concern was being able to walk down the aisle for her without a cane. When I left the hospital, I had to use a walker and a cane. The walker was tricky for me because I still couldn't push it and feel safe. That's what walkers are supposed to do, but for me, I don't know. It just didn't work. I wasn't comfortable. So I didn't like using it, and I didn't use it very much. So I stuck with the cane. When you're diagnosed with something that is awful and something that you don't know how it's going to affect your life, you have to make the best of it. And it's so cheesy and so cliche and all that kind of stuff, but I had to embrace it because, it's not just me. I have a daughter that looks up to me to be her role model and for her to emulate. So if I'm going to sit around and say, "Oh, this sucks. I can't believe I have to use this stupid cane and life is over now because I have a disease." No, I can't do that, because what kind of precedence is that for Kira to model herself after? So I had to take it in stride. It's funny because my now boyfriend, we just started seeing each other again. We had made a date to see each other. We were just gonna go out for coffee. We hadn't seen each other for a long time, and by long time I mean about 20 years. I'll get into that another time. Yeah, we got together the following month, and we've been together ever since. So it's been 4 years and a bit of absolute bliss with my love, and I'll get to that story another day. So yeah, so I had to be positive, and I said that, you know, if I have to use a walker or a cane for the rest of my life, I'm gonna bedazzle that thing like nothing else, and, you know, try to make the most out of it. So, and I haven't bedazzled my cane. I very rarely use it. I use it on days when I have to, and those are like really far in between. Yeah, but treatment, post then, I had one other episode where I had to go on prednisone again, another 5,000 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams per day for 5 days. I should be on medication, but the medication is $25,000 a year, and my drug coverage won't cover it. So I'm not doing it. And I take care of myself through, it's not, I guess a natural way is just getting away from toxicity with people, because that's a stress. So my stressors are infections, heat, like extreme heat, and emotional stress. So I can be stressed at work, and I am so productive. It is fantastic, but I can't handle emotional stress as easily. It sends me into a tizzy, and yeah, it's not good. So I try to avoid that. I've had a lot of emotional stress over the past year and a half. We'll get into that another day. I just try to take care of myself. I try my best to stay away from infections. Yeah, I Purell, hand sanitize. I wash my hands so often. It doesn't help that my daughter goes obviously to school, and you know, that's a germ petri dish, and school buses and shopping carts and all sorts of stuff. But I just try to keep from getting sick because my immune system is compromised. I do have to be careful, and I just try my best. And I listen to my body, so I know if my body is buzzing. So weird. It's like sometimes you can even feel my legs vibrate, which is really weird. My boyfriend can notice it at times, but if my body is vibrating, I have an infection. I have to watch out for bladder infections. The bladder infection that started it, whenever I have one and it isn't treated right away, the MS is going to relapse, and I'll have, I'll have a relapse, and it's not fun. So I listen to my body. I know when I'm super tired, super stressed, and I try to do things to limit that and eradicate it as much as possible. If you have any tips, tricks, anything like that, and you want to share about stress management, comment below. I want to hear that. Maybe one time I'll do a little talk on what I do and what works for me. But yeah, that's pretty much it about the MS. I walk fine most times. I notice that sometimes there's a bit of a difference if I've been sitting down for a while and I stand up and try to walk. I kind of move weird. I get stiff really easily when I am super tired. Sometimes I get, I'm trying to think of the way to explain it. I don't see it. My boyfriend and my daughter see it. So when I'm super, super, super tired, or if I'm, if there's a lot of emotional stress, sometimes all of a sudden I'll say, like, I'll feel like, it feels like, you know, gravity is pushing me to the ground, and I feel heavy, and it's just this awful dark feeling. And soon after that, I have to lie down. I have to get to bed. I have to lay down on the couch, bed, whatever, but I have to lie down, because after that my speech will slur and I will sound like I'm drunk. Sometimes I'm really, really funny at this point, but sometimes it's really scary for people around me because they don't know what's happening. And then I walk funny. I walk like I'm drunk. I am not sure if I'm falling over. I could be. My daughter's here and my boyfriend, when he's here, you know, they help me to the bed or they look after me and stuff like that. And I really appreciate it and I love them so much. So that's pretty much what happens to me. But I have to know my limits. If I'm feeling super, super tired, I don't drive. I have an amazing workplace and board of directors that completely understand what I'm going through and know that, you know, this is a part of my life now, and I have to listen to my body and know when I need to slow down. You know, one thing about MS I do have to say is I don't want to say it's the greatest thing that's happened in my life, because it's not. But it's, believe it or not, being diagnosed with MS actually saved my life, because, you know, I would work 60, 70 hours a week at times if I had to. And it's not that my work ever expected me or asked me or demanded that of me. It's just in my nature to work. I work really hard. I work long hours. And when a project has to be done, or, you know, case notes and event planning a lot and grant writing, when all that stuff has to be done, it has to be done. So, you know, I work 12 hours a day at times. And now I won't say that I don't work as hard, but I work smarter. And I've been able to learn that and know the difference between working harder and working smarter. I'm still getting the same amount of work done. I'm just being a lot more efficient because I have to. But also, my God, I'm so much happier being able to do that. So super happy with that. You know, if you want to talk about what you go through with MS, or not MS, but stressors and working harder and smarter and tips and trips, I'd love to hear it. Because did I say trips just now? I did. Tricks. I want to know your tricks. Like the video, subscribe, and share away. So there you have it. That's how I was diagnosed with MS. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.